Who's here?
And
Who do we got?
Who's coming in the door? All right.
We got a guest. All right, we're live. Woo! All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to Manic Monday here at LA School of Comedy at 10835 Santa Monica Boulevard. It's nice to see all of you. All 10,000 of you that decided to show up on a Monday morning. My name is Billy Ramirez, the middle-aged muchacho. And what do I want to talk about? Well, I was chatting with Aaron recently, just now, and I was telling him that I was just reminiscing about the good old days, thinking about some what ifs, and I have to be very honest with you that I think I miss my drinking problem. In 2025, wine and weed just aren't cutting it, so. On the way here, I was stuck behind a smoker. We were just walking, and he was, the smoke was wafting in my face, and when I'm near a smoker, I think smoking is just a disgusting, selfish habit because there's number one, you're blowing smoke all over the place, right? And then you're spitting. And then there's also surely the cigarette butt's going to end up on the floor, right? And I was just kind of just getting mad at this person that probably hasn't even noticed me. I'm like, you selfish son of a bitch. Like, this is so annoying. Why can't you be more thoughtful? Like a problem drinker who drinks alone, and I was thinking about like, I do miss the whole just drinking alone and just minding my own goddamn business, right? And I was looking up the list, signs of problem drinking, which I had done when I was a problem drinker, but it's been a while, so I had to refresh. And sure enough, yeah, like always, the first bullet is sign of a problem drinker is drinking alone, and to me, like that's not a problem drinker, that's a responsible drinker. You're just minding your own goddamn business. Just not. I don't know. To me, a responsible drinker is someone who now takes an Uber to the bar because they've gotten too many DUIs, or they take the back roads home and avoid the DUI. Whatever. Okay, I'm drifting here, but like a drinking problem's like having a bad best friend, that has your back. And not a friend that's going to help you thrive, but a friend that'll help you survive. Like if you just got through a bad breakup, your bad best friend's not going to come over and help you pick up the pieces and do something productive with your life. But your bad best friend will come over drunk with some more beer and some pizza, and you'll watch sports bloopers all night. Or my preference was always live music concerts. That's the best. Just getting drunk and watch live music concerts. Who am I hurting other than myself? Anyways, and I think, I don't know. The reason I think about it is because I'm just feeling boring. Like I'm just feeling really boring. And when I was a problem drinker, I always used to get in shenanigans because that was the bar was about 3 blocks from my house. But no, because when you're a problem drinker, you meet other problem drinkers, and you get into hijinks. It's like like when my buddy Jeff and I were hanging out at Shenanigans. I performed. Like one time, I performed just this beautiful Irish goodbye, and just walked home and tucked myself in to bed without telling Jeff. And then he spent the next 2 hours looking for me in every dumpster and alley within a 3-mile radius. I'm sorry, Jeff, but. Or like the time that, again, I was out with Jeff. Jeff, you're a bad influence. I miss you. Where I woke up face down in my living room floor, and I had to solve a couple of mysteries. Like, number 1, where are my glasses? Number 2, where is my phone? Number 3, I found my phone, but why is there a voicemail from the local police department asking if I want my wallet back? That's a true story. That's fun. And then I always felt creative too. As a problem drinker, like it never affected my work, but it affected my motivation to work. But it did help me improve my improv skills at work. Like the time that I showed up Monday morning, just all bruised up and cut up, and my boss saw me first day, and she did that mom gasp, and she asked me what happened. And quickly I crafted a story about, I have a new interest in mountain biking. I bought a new bike, and I went to the trail, and I just, I fell, and that's it. What I didn't tell her was that previous Saturday, I had too many SoCo and Cokes and decided I could be a successful stuntman. And then I tried to do a front flip over guardrail in a parking lot, and that did not go well. To my credit, though, I nailed the front part. The flip part, not so much. But on the upside, my left shoulder is now a weather app. So You got to look on the bright side of life. Anyways. I recently finished my 60th day of learning Italian on Duolingo. Thank you very much. Should have waited because that was also the day I quit trying to learn Italian on Duolingo. So I've always had an interest in Italian women. They don't have much interest in me though. But fortunately, I'm also interested in Italian food in Italy, and at some point I do want to visit. So I'm trying to learn the language. But for 60 days, all I learned was stupid phrases like "Il pinguino vive nell'acqua." That means the penguin lives in the water. I don't care. First of all, I don't think a penguin's ever set foot in Italy. So why are we talking about the penguin lives in the water? I don't give a good goddamn about no penguins. So 60 days, I don't learn anything that I might be able to use if I ever visit Italy, like whatever's Italian for a restaurant, wine, cheese, bathroom, emergency, and maybe new pants, something like that. All right, what else do I want to try? Recently, I had my first ever liquid death. That was an eye-opening experience. So what happened was I was at a concert, and I'm getting to the age where my bedtime and headliner set times aren't getting along very well. So I figured just to be safe, I should go get an energy drink. And I went to the concession stand, and I looked for an energy drink. And the only ones I really know is Red Bull and Monster. And then I saw this can with a skull on it. And I figured, okay, that's an energy drink. So I bought it, cracked it open, took a sip. Turns out this liquid death is just water. It's just regular old water. Liquid death is just water. And not even water from Flint, Michigan, or agua from Mexico that gives you el chorro, It's just regular water. And the can has a skull and tattoo font on it, and I thought I was going to drink something that would give me heart palpitations or be demon's blood or something like that. But no, just water. It felt like the first time I ever heard of the music from the band Kiss. Growing up in the 80s and 90s, I had only seen the band Kiss, and I was scared of them because of the makeup and the boots and the fire and the devil tongues. And then I actually heard the music, and it turns out it's just like, I want to rock you Saturday night, Detroit Rock City rules, dorks. That's some dorky music. And that's what Liquid Death is. Liquid Death is Kiss in a can. But I think the part that just cracked me up the most was, that upset me the most is that someone who's worked in marketing, I'm disappointed that I didn't come up with a brilliant idea to dress water up like it plays bass for Slayer to get dudes to buy and drink it. It's a brilliant friggin' idea. Just regular old water. I'm not drinking just regular water. Does cardio. I'm not drinking that. But liquid death pumps iron. Liquid death stole a motorcycle and jumped it over a cop car. Like, I would drink to that. Liquid death will curb stomp a bottle of Dasani. By the way, Dasani sounds like a name of a yoga teacher. Like, who wants to drink that? Aquafina is too girly. La Croix sounds like French for may I please speak to your manager. But liquid death sounds like a felony. Yeah, I'll drink that. What really will crack me up though is all these dudes drinking liquid death. Surely a lot of them are the same ones that grew up ranting about, like, oh, back in my day, we used to drink right from the hose, and rubber aftertaste is 100% cancer, and I didn't care. It's like, well, it's fine to drink water. You don't have to dress it up like it's headlining Ozfest 99. It's, Liquid Death. The tagline is murder your thirst. It's like, well, thirsty. Why don't you go pick up a hose and take a couple of chugs because your thirst is murdering you. But speaking of murdering, thank you very much. Yes. Are you still here? Speaking of murdering, this next comedian not only murders the comedy stage, but he also murders the acting stage. And he can tell you more about his Film Actors Cafe and his acting classes. Please give it up for Mr. Aaron McIntyre.
Yeah. Thank you, all of you. Yeah. Oh, just cut the music. I brought a couple of things up to talk about. Hey, more people! Woo! Oh, man. You're in for it, people. The man just walked in the room. I don't think they just determine who we are. Don't know what that means. I think that they should bring back do you think they should bring back the sex gargoyles? You know what sex gargoyles are?
Sex gargoyles?
Yeah. I don't either. I just made it up. Yeah, it is. I thought it was good. Yeah, I was listening to the radio the other day, and they had this whole thing where the wife is on, and she goes, "Oh, hon, I had the worst dream. You were in a car accident, and the kids and I were alone, and we couldn't afford the house, so we had to move out, and it was awful." And the guy goes, "Oh, that's awful, hon." And that's it. "Oh, that's awful, hon. Yeah, maybe we should get life insurance." "Oh, I know, but it's so much paperwork, and I mean, I wouldn't even know where to begin." Well, how about the freaking internet? I mean, that's all you got to do is type in life insurance right into Google, and it'll tell you where to go and how to do it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, they end up, finally solving their problem. Yeah, there was a lot of times people are talking about their culture. I mean, all the white people especially talking about cancel culture, being canceled. The poor white people. And the thing is white people don't have any culture. I mean, we have no culture at all. It's like you're either in front of a double wide with a Pabst Blue Ribbon sitting on your lawn chair, shooting at pumpkins, or you're in the suite at the top of the Hilton, drinking martinis with Biff and Jewel, or whatever. I got to come up with a better name for that. It's not Biff and Jewel. Yeah, she sings songs, She's a singer. Something about White Flag or anyway. And also, did you hear that 23andMe? Anybody do 23andMe? Anybody? Yeah. I did too, and it kind of gives you all this information about where you're from and what percentage. Turns out I'm really fucking white. I'm like the whitest you can be. It basically said you have a 0.3% chance of being Ethiopian, and that was it. Everybody else was German or French or British or fucking Vikings. But 23andMe is out of business. They went out of business, and I'm just wondering what they're going to do with all that DNA. What are they going to do with my DNA? And then I started thinking about it. Have you ever seen the movie The Substance? I think that's where they're going. They're trying to take the DNA and figure out a way to make it so that you could grow a human out of your body and, that could replace you. But doing 23andMe, I did find out that I've got something pretty serious. How it can kind of look at your past and your DNA and all of the people who've come before you and kind of figure out all the things that you have. Well, I found out that I have a 43-year-old daughter that I didn't know about. It was a surprise. My younger daughter, who's 27 now, she's the one who called me up and said, "Is it possible I have a sister?" I was like, well, yeah. It was the 70s. I was just out of high school, getting laid, and, that happens. So, yeah, that's pretty much for that one. I'll work on it. And also, I don't know about anybody. You have kids. Patty has kids. Anybody else have kids in here? No? You're the only one. So, I think, I don't know about you, but the only reason I had a kid is so that I could win. Right? They're fucking small. They're stupid. They don't have any knowledge at this point, so they can't figure stuff out. So you can always win. And I mean, that's why I had a kid, is so I could beat them. There we go. There's a chuckle. Oh, love it. Life insurance. You were talking about KISS. I think that they kind of. there's, Gene Simmons with his fucking devil shit, the kabuki hair and the big long tongue, and he's like this mean guy, and then, the other guy with a big star over his eye, that's kind of bordering on, whoo. And then the spaceman, that was weird. That was weird, with the weird spaceman thing but the worst one was Peter Criss. What the hell? Yeah, he's a cat. He's a kitty cat. We got the kabuki guy, we got the starman, we got the alien, and then we've got the fucking cat. And he was the drummer. The drummer is supposed to be the toughest guy on the stage. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. I knew Billy would give it up for that one, man. That's all I was looking for, a little applause. Paul Stanley, afro, obvious white face with a black star. That's what it was, I think that he was actually black, and he just painted the rest of his face white. One of the things I've noticed is that, it's like, how you're listening to a song and you can't understand what the hell they're saying. I think I had, I can smell your pizza burning. That's what I thought it was. For years, I thought it was, I can smell your pizza burning, not I won't be your beast of burden. And, it was, my dad used to think that Help Me Rhonda was Help Me Rhonda, yeah, get her out of my car. Which I thought, why do you want to get her out of your car, Yeah, it took you a while, yeah. And yeah. And then, what was another one? There was a couple of other ones, but I'll figure those out. But there was a song, I think it was in the 60s. You could maybe help me out with that. It was either the 60s or the 70s, The Friendly Stranger in the Black Sedan. All right? My freaking God, what a disgusting song. I mean, it is so full of pedophilia. It's just unbelievable. I'm the friendly stranger in the black sedan. Won't you hop inside my car? I've got pictures. I've got candy. I'm a lovable man, and I'll take you to the nearest star. I mean, that's pretty. What do you have? Why do you have to have candy for an adult? To get them in your car. I don't understand. One thing I do know about Hispanic music, you can always understand the words. I mean, I could understand them if I understood Spanish, but, I can definitely, they make it very clear. I had too much coffee today, people. I just had way too much. I feel like I'm about to, jump out of my freaking skin. But I think I'm about out of time. Except for to say that chess is illegal in Afghanistan now. I don't know if you knew that, but they were worried about gambling. That is like, it has the potential for gambling, and it's like, well, if you want to go that route, basically, going to the bathroom can be, you could bet on that. I mean, you can bet on basically anything, bet on whether it's going to be cloudy tomorrow. So I don't think that the taking away chefs is really going to do it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Or actually, gentlemen. Maybe there's some ladies out there. Hey, ladies, what's up? I'm going to bring your MC, who has just been taking over on the boards for me for a little while. And come to the Film Actors Cafe, not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'm not going to have class tomorrow. I'm not going to be here. But next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Thanks very much. Your host, Billy Ramirez.
It crashed right in front. So that was a car crash. There was someone, like literally right in front.
Right in front?
Yeah, check it out. Yeah. It's the rear end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, anyway.
Excitement.
Oh, by the way, I got to correct you. White Flag was Dido. That was a different white lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know too much about white lady music. I'm going to go home and listen to all of Joanna Newsom's Melchite Mender. It's a great. And then followed up with Tori Amos's Little Earthquakes.
Yes.
Boys for Pele. Regina Spektor. She's great too, yeah. So speaking of betting, can you bet on surgery? Is that possible? I think so, right? You should be able to bet on surgery. It's like, oh, well, what is this 78-year-old hip replacement with these conditions? Like, I ain't gonna make it. Sorry, I'm betting. I'm betting the under on that one, or at least maybe just bet on how long it's gonna take. Who knows? Whatever. I don't have. I'm not married. I don't have kids, so I have a lot of free time to just think about stupid things. Like for example, there's a commercial that's been living rent free in my head for many, many years. First saw it like 10 years ago, and I haven't seen it in 5 or so. But I still think about it. And this commercial is for Domino's Pizza's world's fastest pizza box folder. I don't know if you remember. Anyone remembers that commercial? Yeah. But the reason I think about this commercial is because I need to know whether or not this world's fastest pizza box folding skill was discovered or learned. Because if it was discovered, there's probably a cool story attached to it. Like, I don't know, maybe he grew up in a small town, and then on Super Bowl Sunday, back in the 70s when he was a kid, who knows, the town pizza box folder fell ill, and then he stepped in, folded all the pizza boxes, saved the pizza store, the town, the community. Who knows? I don't know. I've never slung the dough. I don't know how it works in the biz. My point is, if this world's fastest pizza box folding skill was learned, then I get instantly depressed thinking about all those hours lost to pizza box folding practice. Like, it's great that he's the world's fastest pizza box folder. It's great that he's the world's best at anything. But of all the things you could be the world's best at, one of those things has to be the worst. And I'm pretty sure pizza box folding is going to be on that list. But then again, I might just be overthinking the very, very simple point of this commercial, which could just be that he wants to show off that he's good with his fingers and he knows how to work a box. But speaking of folding, this next gentleman, this next comedian, probably won't fold you, but he can knock you the hell out. Please give it up for One Punch Jay.
How y'all doing tonight? So I'm One Punch Jay, and I'm always fighting something. Like prior to comedy, I was fighting in the cage. Now I'm doing comedy. I'm fighting to make y'all laugh on stage. I was a Marine, had to fight my way to boot camp. And I did all that while fighting my condition, narcolepsy. So if you see me nodding off stage, just know I ain't sleep. I'm multitasking, probably dreaming about my next punchline. But now I've been fighting something even worse. Is it? You want to always hit harder than MMA fighter? Parking enforcement. They be tripping. Like when I did MMA, all the good gyms was in bad neighborhoods. So like I was worrying about like gangs, worrying about what color not to wear, or reading graffiti on the wall to make sure I'm safe. But now I'm reading parking enforcement signs, and they worse than graffiti. Them motherfuckers be written in Morse code. They be saying shit like, no parking between the times of 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. unless you're a Libra and your moon sign's in retrograde and your dog is fully vaccinated. I'm like, fuck, look like I can't park here because I'm on the cusp. I'm Libra and Virgo. Or maybe I should just park halfway in, halfway out. But in order to read them fucking signs, you need the fucking masters and hieroglyphics and the fucking Ouija board. And that's why I've been doing that lately, but the Ouija board be tripping. Like I put that motherfucker out and sit it on my trunk like this. And I'm like, guys of the parking enforcement, can I park here today? And oh, damn, that's no, fuck. So what if I fucking turn my flashers on? LMAO. Laugh my ass off. Oh, this fucking ghost got jokes. What the fuck? What if I fucking run in real quick? I'm just trying to get some raps. Try me. Like, what the fuck? I'm just gonna go to fucking Ralph's, goddamn. I never checked there. Fuck. The Ouija board be tripping, man. You wanna know what else? Lately, I've been fighting them fucking Uber Eats robots. Them motherfuckers is racist. You only see them in the gentrified areas of LA. And you can tell how rough the area you in is by how the Uber Eats robot look like. Cause the areas where they not fully gentrified, they have like hood names like Coco. or they just look rough. Like, you feel me? Like, it's crazy. I wouldn't want to be in the bad parts either if I was an Uber Eats robot, because you probably come and get your food, and the Uber Eats robots would be on 4 crates, and somebody done probably stole the battery, one of them little YNs. And they always just stop and look at you when you walk past, and they got them big ass eyes in the front, be looking at you like, what the fuck you want, R2D2? I'm about to kick your ass, steal the fries out your stomach. But yeah, what else I got? Why black people don't like sharing gum? Have you ever noticed that? You ever ask a black person for a piece of gum? They hand it to you like a drug transaction, goddamn. They hand it to you real quick. They like, or they might even tell you like, hey, I don't have none, but I got some. Meet me around the corner. you go around the corner, they just hand it to you like, pow. And don't let nobody see them. When somebody see them and they gotta share, they be mad as fuck. Like, they're like, where you get that gum from? Sometimes gotta whisper, I don't know, I didn't get it from nobody. Or you got a point, like, I got it from her right there. After the first, they only give out 1 full stick of gum. After that, they just ripping pieces off. Like, they're like, you want some gum? All right, here. They don't even give you a full stick. You over there showing a little piece of gum and shit. A little piece of Trident. You know that gum is already small. What else I got? I'm just gonna riff. Fuck it. You know another thing I know about black people? Black people's gonna find a plug regardless. And I'm just not just talking about drugs. We gonna find somewhere to charge our phone up. Motherfucker have the longest cord ever. We'll be at fucking Krispy Kreme donuts and then ran a fucking charger port from the Starbucks or Krispy Kreme just to charge our phone up. We gonna find a plug too, the weed plug too. We always find where the drugs is at, where the weed is at, because I don't do the other drugs. But in Hollywood, like, ain't no plugs, because there's so many people in Hollywood that's cracked out now. Hollywood is different. It's a lot of drugs addicts, everybody in Hollywood is on meth. All the homeless people, because I heard that when you smoke meth, it mess up your bone structure. Like, all the fucking meth heads walk with their back bent. I call it the back bend. They all walk like this. They push the cart. That should be looking uncomfortable. But they don't got no plugs. Like, you can't find no weed in Hollywood unless you go to the fucking dispensary, and you can't find nowhere to charge your phone. You go to Starbucks, they got all the charger ports like plugged up, because motherfuckers be in there goddamn just sitting there all day. Not only am I a proud narcoleptic, I'm also a proud Marine. I don't know, y'all probably didn't know that. And I actually learned a lot about the Marines. The Marines taught me how to fall in, but narcolepsy taught me how to fall out. And when you got an address like Compton, California, in the Marines, they gonna give you hell. And that's exactly what happened my first day there. I was standing in line sleeping. The drill instructor came, are you sleeping standing, Marine? I was like, no, sir. I'm at parade rest. He's like, what's your name, son? I said, my name is Javon Crowder. Javon Crowder, Compton, California. Oh, okay, you must think you out on the block. And I was like, no, sir. He said, you a blood walker, ain't you? I was like, no. He said, are you a crip walker? I was like, no, sir. He's like, what do you do then? I said, I sleepwalk, sir. I'm not a blood or a crip. I just got narcolepsy. And they thought that was funny in the Marines. You know what company they put me in? They put me in Snoring Sierra. We didn't stand at attention. We laid at it. Our war cry was a yawn. It was like, this is Sierra. Boot camp, we had to go through a lot of traumatic shit. And, you know, one of my tactics, I stopped fighting in my sleep a long time ago. I practiced the ways of Narquando. And an animal that they glorify is a possum. You fall asleep until your problem's gone. And that's what I did. When we did a gas chamber, they told us to take the mask off, fell asleep before the burn could hit my eyes. Woke up, I was still in the gas chamber just chilling. Like, damn, shit, this wasn't that bad after all. And boot camp, goddamn, I graduated magna cum laude. Hell yeah. Fucking my dad be like my worst critic when it comes to like my narcolepsy. He be mad at me because I didn't master how to control my sleep. Like when I was in a ring, I used to win by falling asleep before they could throw a punch. He would tell me, you ain't no fighter, you a sleeper. He used to hate on that. I was like, that's Narquando, bruh. The way of the possum. Possums always win. They see somebody scary, just fall out, goddamn. And when they leave, they be up again. So the day when I just won my fight or whatever, and I won by sleep. It was a TKO, a tactical nap out. So I was in the room celebrating, listening to James Brown. Get up, get on up. That's what my dad kept yelling to me when I was falling asleep. He's like, get up, get on up. I was like, Dad, shut up, bro. I'm trying to concentrate. So he came in the room. He's like, cut this shit off. Floyd, sleepy weather. So all you do is sleep. He started looking around my room, and he didn't agree with the poster I had. He's like, why the fuck you got this Malcolm X poster on your wall? You don't know nothing about Malcolm X, because you Malcolm extra sleepy. He fought for our rights by any means necessary. You gonna fight for a nap by any dreams necessary. You need to put a Martin Luther King poster on your wall, because he more like you. I like, what you mean, Dad? He's like, he was sleepy. That's why he had a dream, because you can only dream if you sleep. I was like, Dad, get the fuck out of my room. He's like, then you got the Jumpman poster on the wall, Michael Jordan. You ain't no Jumpman, you a sleep man. That's why I keep you in Adidas. I was like, what is you talking about? Do you know what Adidas stand for, son? It stands for all day I dream and sleep with your sleepy ass. And then he said, smack the Harriet Tubman on the poster on the wall. And I was like, Dad, why you leave that on the wall? Because that's your great auntie. I was like, what you mean? You know she had narcolepsy like you. Word is she got it from getting hit upside the head. And that's the only reason why I'm going to go upside yours. He just stormed out my room. But I want Punch Jay. Don't sleep on me. I'm going to sleep on y'all.
Get up for One Punch Jay. Yeah. I love that you spelled nap with a K there. You said technical nap out. It's like, it works. K-N-A-P. Yeah. I too have a yawn war cry, but it's not because I'm a Marine or anything. It's just because I'm getting old. I used to wonder why my dad used to yawn so loud, like, now I know it's because old. Yeah, because old. And I know it's not a very appealing yawn. It's very annoying. But on the upside, now that if I ever go to karaoke, I know that I'll probably kill it yawning Doobie Brothers songs as Michael McDonald. She goes away, I go. Minute by minute by minute. Anyways, whatever. So welcome to my midlife crisis. Trying stand-up comedy and all that. It's been fun, but to be very honest with you, just based on my average yearly earnings of $3.50 as a stand-up comedian, I can't yet rely on it as my job. So I'm still looking for a full-time job, a day job, and all that. Still need that. So I'm sending out resumes and cover letters. And I understand sending out resumes, but cover letters, what's the point? Unless you're applying for a writing job, I don't get it. Cover letters, it's enough. It's enough. I don't. If you're hiring someone to build you a rocket, they have the most impressive resume. Plus, they also have a rocket that they built. We're gonna be like, this person's qualified, but cover letters in Arial, like, ugh. Let's go with Derek. He used Times New Roman. But on the other hand, I'm hoping that unqualified people aren't getting hired based on their cover letter. Although that would explain a lot about people in leadership positions nowadays. But you can imagine just interviewing for a really important position. You're at the interview and you meet the applicant. Applicant hands you the resume, like, "Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you. So here's your resume." Oh, whoa, boy. Ooh, your name is Squeeze Nuts. Okay, nice to meet you, Squeeze Nuts. It says here, Squeeze Nuts, that you haven't worked in 28 years. Is that correct? And the last thing you did was you managed a VHS rental store in Davenport, Iowa. Squeeze Nuts. I got to tell you, Squeeze Nuts, this is the worst resume I've ever seen in my life. But this cover letter, if I may borrow a word from your cover letter, I was enraptured, okay? So just based on the cover letter alone, congratulations, you got the job. Tomorrow morning, you start as head of pediatrics at Cedars-Sinai. I hope that's never happened. But anyways, this next comedian, he doesn't need a cover letter because his comedy resume speaks for itself. Please give it up for our headliner tonight, Patty.
Yes, thank you. Oh, I can feel the love in the room. The proud, and we actually have a Marine here. Give it up for the Marines. Come on. Yeah. All these motherfucking Antifa. You familiar with these Antifas? Do you know of the Antifas? Do you know what that stands for? Anti-fascist. They hate fascists. And I think every one of them should go up and give a Marine a fucking kiss on the mouth because they killed more fucking fascists than any outfit. Yeah. Give it up for the fucking United States Marine, motherfucker. For real, send those motherfuckers in first because I ain't going in first. The Marines going before me. What can I tell you? I probably would be a guy on a ship in the back somewhere. I don't know, but somebody, we need somebody to go in there and do that. Does that make sense? All right, I'm glad to hear that. Afghanistan, fucking Afghanistan? This is a culture that bans chess, yet encourages pedophilic tea dancing boys. Have you seen their tea dancing boys? These are higher ups in the military that, to show their status, they collect 15-year-old boys and they have them serve them tea and do dances for them. Yet chess is a problem. Do you know in Afghanistan, women aren't allowed to make noises in public? All right? That's kind of a good idea. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I think about that sometimes because my wife can get testy in public and embarrass me. She can. She goes, we were at the Big Lots. You like the Big Lots? I was down there at Big Lots. I got me some off-label. It was the Black & Decker at-home anal whitening kit. It's good. Yeah, it's got it there. It's good. I think I used it wrong, though. It's the home application. I've been farting sideways. Kind of different. Then I got some Hungarian Viagra. It's Hungarian. It's a good price. It works. But it's just like regular Viagra, but there's too much fucking paprika. Fucking give me heartburn. You know, and some of you know, some of you don't know, but, you know, I didn't make my SAG minimum, so I don't get my fucking insurance. You know, you got to make a certain amount or they don't even give you. I've been in that fucking union 47 years. Get no health coverage. I got to get all. I'm so fucking mad. All my health coverage I have to get at Big Lots. That's where I got my COVID booster. I got the Jackson & Jackson. It's not the Johnson & Johnson. It's a knockoff. It's the Jackson & Jackson. It was developed by the late Tito Jackson and Dr. Cecil Murray, who you might remember. Well, it's very good to be here because my 87-year-old father is visiting. And you see your future when you see your 87-year-old father. Like we went to see Shen Yun. You know the Shen Yun? Are you familiar with the Shen Yun? It's magic. It's magic. And he was going off and he's like explaining the story. And in fact, do you know the story of Shen Yun? What it actually is? What it is. And he explained it to me. I never knew this because he actually has been in Korea. Apparently, Korea isn't real. It doesn't exist. Koreans aren't real. They're just Chinese alcoholics. Yeah, and Korea is a social construct. It's not really even a country. It's the world's biggest Chinese AA meeting. I didn't know. There's a lot of propaganda. I didn't know that TikTok is apparently a Chinese propaganda. Did you know that? Ping pong, too. He said ping pong is. Ping pong is Chinese propaganda to keep tabs on Americans. And, of course, pickleball was created by the Chinese to specifically spy on white people who can't afford to golf. That's how they developed that. I don't know if you're familiar with pickleball, but it's every fucking where now. There's an unhoused maiden in front of the 7-Eleven over on Venice and Sepulveda that told me I look vaguely like I play pickleball. You're familiar with pickleball, right? Because if you're not, like a lot of people don't know Kevin Spacey. Remember Kevin Spacey? He got He Too'd a couple years back. He was Me Too'd by a dude. Remember Kevin? The LGBTQ, they declined him because he wanted to get in once he got in trouble. Just like Kanye. Did you see? The LGBTQs declined his application too. They said, no, we don't think, no, I don't think we're going to have you. But the good news is the Nazis are still interested. No, the Nazis are still interested. He was cited at a swastika pancake breakfast in West Hollywood with Scott Baio and several very hot Proud Boys, or very proud hot boys. I'm not sure. But God bless him. He's on a mission. My son fucking loves him some Kanye West. My other son came out last month as a passive-aggressive power about him, which is a hell of a thing for a father to read on his son's Grindr profile. Oh, sorry, I have boundary issues. Look, myself and his mother are fine. We're not homophobic. We support him. We are a little disappointed, though, because we were hoping for a top. Okay? Fair enough? Is that okay? Because let's just say something. I don't know if you know this, but next month, my wife, well, it was last month that she urged me to have a gay experience, and I did. We had brunch in West Hollywood. Oh, no, it was full on. It was the Hamburger Mary's. Have you been there for brunch? It's all drag queens, and they had a bear pageant. You know what a fucking bear pageant is? It's a bunch of big, hairy guys, like big, fucking hairy, bearded guys, and they walk up and down a runway. It's the most amazing thing you ever. Some guy cruised me. I was there with my family. Some guy cruised me in the bathroom, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He realized. He goes, "You're not, you know." I'm sorry. He goes, "I'm sorry." He goes, "But it's just a shame." I'm like, what? What do you? Why? You have the makings of a prize daddy bear. You would be sought after in the gay community. Now, I'm not the least bit homosexual, but I'd like to be sought after. I could get used to being sought after. It's been many years. I don't know if you know, but my wife finally started letting me make noise again when we have sex, just so I don't wake her up. I'll get in fucking trouble if I wake her up. She's been cutting down on sexual positions. Some of you know. Some of you don't know. She's cut down to 3, which is fine, one punch, but 2 of them don't involve me at all. Why am I paying for private Pilates instructions, middle-aged muchacho? I got to play games to get it, you know? We use a hall pass. Do you guys know what the hall pass is? Yeah, we use a hall pass. My wife is a tiny Filipina, little, tiny, 5 foot tall Filipina, 100% Filipino. I'm 100% Irish, which, you know, in L.A., culturally, that makes our children tall Mexicans. Yeah, that's where I didn't know if you knew that's where they come from. But we're on the hall pass deal now, and her hall pass is Idris Elba. She fucking loves Idris Elba. She's Filipino. You know what she calls Idris Elba? Hot black Jesus. And she loves her some hot black Jesus. I'm a true comedian. My hall pass was for years, of course, Joan Rivers. But thank you. Until she died, I got to draw the line somewhere, you know. Then it was briefly, only briefly, the Cholula hot sauce lady. I don't know if you remember her. She's hot. Turns out that's not a real person. Never going to have it unfair. So now my hall pass is strangely enough, Idris Elba. I don't know what to tell you. You go round and round and round. My 87-year-old father told my 30-year-old daughter's friend, or rather asked my 30-year-old daughter's trans man friend if the testosterone helps with parallel parking. Now, you try explaining to an 87-year-old man why he can't ask that question or what the problem is, and my daughter was on for an hour, but me and the trans man, we were just laughing. The trans man was, my daughter was fucking upset. She's, you know, she was just on her high horse for an hour, but we were just laughing because, you know, him, I've known. I went to his quinceañera. I know, it's like crazy, you know what I mean? Well, even like, hold on, people are people, you know, and this is what I really want to get at. Like, I went to his quinceañera 15 years ago, and I was a serious fucking alcoholic. And I love me some meth, too. Woo! I'd ride that rail, baby. Love it. I'd fuck a couch. That's how horny that fucking meth would make you. But I was at her quinceañera. I got high with her dad and real drunk. And I fucking got something freaked me out. And I started cursing out a piñata. Just yelling at a piñata for something. I don't know what it was. But I remember he was very nice to me because I wound up crashing there. And, you know, people are people. Just like, he's a great guy, Hector. I mean, yeah, Hector, I'm sorry. That goes nowhere, by the way. That goes nowhere. That's just something that happened to me. Maybe I'll try something I wrote. How am I looking for time? Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. I didn't do Ancestry.com. I did Ancestry.com. I didn't do 23andMe, and I got it back. I'm 97% Irish. 2% wolfhound and 1% sea lion. I don't know how the sea lion got in there. But if you think about that for a second, all my DNA, they actually go it down to the mileage area where your DNA comes from. All my DNA comes from a 180 square mile area in the west of Ireland. Think about that for a second, chaps.
Wow.
I am inbred as fuck. My family tree looks like a stump. I come from about 700 years of some cousin fucking. A lot of cousin fucking. I'm close to the royal family, but that's okay. I'm happy. Are you guys happy? Yeah. Pope. We got a pope. You happy we got a pope? We got a pope, and this pope, don't fuck around with him. You know why? He's from Chicago, but he's from the south side of Chicago. You know, if you shoot at a pope from the south side of Chicago, he's going to shoot back. You better believe it. Fuck that secret security, bitch. Give me that gun. He will fire at will. Was that the poper? Say it again. I'm poping him. I'm poping him. I like the idea of a badass pope. Don't you like he's a man of God, but he will stand on business if he needs to. The pope. Well, chief is passed, but he would have made a good pope. Oh yeah, he does listen to Chief Keep. A lot of trap music. I like it. I like it even if he worked from home. Like a Mario Pope that just works from home. All right, you guys, I've been up here way too long, but I want to say it's been great. You've been marvelous, and we'll have to do this again sometime. I've had a great time, not actually here tonight, but before, and I want to thank you guys for being around when this happened, whatever this was. Thank you so much. Yeah. Give it up for the middle-aged.
Let's give it up for Patty. Woo! All right, so Patty, I have to know, does the testosterone help with the parallel parking? I need to know.
Does it help with the parallel parking? Apparently, yes.
Yeah, and that's a fact. If I were a
recognition becomes better when you have more testosterone. Actually, that is true.
Yeah.
Pull in and pull out.
There you go.
I use that pull-out method when I'm done.
Yeah. By the way, you ever look at a bottle of Tapatio?
Yeah.
The guy on the charro on the bottle of Tapatio, he looks like Dennis Eckersley. You ever notice that? The pitcher? He used to pitch for the A's. Just next time, Aaron, if you know. How long ago did he? He pitched in the 70s and 80s, maybe into the 90s. But he was, I'm from the Bay Area. He pitched for the Oakland A's for a number of years. And yeah, just look at him. He looks like, just look up the bottle of Tapatio, picture of Dennis Eckersley from his playing days, even after, because he kept the same look. But anyways, so you were saying that someone mentioned that you vaguely look like you play pickleball?
I look vaguely.
I don't understand the vaguely, because to me you look like you run a pickleball league for swingers.
Well, I wish people would ask me where the pickleball court is.
Yeah, no, you with that UCLA poll, you look like you just got back from teaching JV pickleball at UCLA.
I'm not quite sure how to take that, but I'm going to take it in the spirit of who's given.
No, I mean it's pickleball. What's wrong with pickleball?
There's something going on with pickleball.
What is going on with pickleball?
Too fast.
It's the herpes of sport.
Yep, it's a shitty name.
Pickleball is the ayahuasca of sports.
There you go. Oh no. So is it just full of Aaron Rodgers?
That's just played out.
Oh, okay. That's. One Punch Jay has a pickle. Yeah. Anyway, so that's been it for Manic Monday. Let's give it up for One Punch Jay, Aaron McIntyre, Patty, our audience. I am Billy Ramirez, Middle-Aged Muchacho. You can find us next Wednesday for Wacky Wednesday. Sign-ups at 6:30. We go live at 7. So until then, stay safe, and I got nothing. All right, see you Wednesday.